Kirby to the honor podium.
We'll go to the Lord in prayer. Lord Father, we thank you for this day. We pray, dear God, that we thank you most of all for salvation, that you made a way for us to go to heaven, for you to accept Christ as Savior. Pray for the lost that be saved. Pray for the sick. Pray for our veterans, for those who have cancer. Pray for those in the military. Pray for our country. Pray for this meeting and for our officials that you have blessed, Lord Father, and lead, guide, and direct, and be best for this community. We thank you for all the blessings, most of all for the breath of life. We just thank you, dear God, that you've been so good to us. Do remember, Lord Father, those as less fortunate than we are. We pray that you supply the needs of those that need. We'll give you honor, praise, and glory. Do remember those in the nursing home and hospitals. In Jesus' name we ask and pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Joint call roll, please.
Mr. Bollinger.
Here.
Mr. Fannin.
Here.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Here.
Mayor Stanfield.
Here.
Ms. Thompson. Here.
Item number 4, approval of the minutes from the May 15th, please, council.
Move to approve, Mayor.
Second. Motion to call roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carried. Item number 5, reports from the boards, committees, and department heads. What's your pleasure?
Move to accept.
Motion by Bond, have a second.
Second.
Call roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Any comments from citizens? Noted being none. Any announcements?
I have an announcement, Mike, if I could. On Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the library, Gloria Teague, who is an author, a local lady from here, she's coming to the reunion. She's going to be doing a book talk and a book signing in the library at 2 p.m. on Thursday. And on Thursday at 10 a.m., Ronald McDonald will be there to start my summer reading program. So y'all can come see Ronald if you want to.
Is he giving any big macs away every night?
Probably coupons for it.
I'll be there.
Bring city with you to go.
Call me, I'll be there, okay?
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, any announcements too. The TL Mill meeting is this weekend, I think in Nashville, and the alumni will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll be closing Tennessee down about 6 o'clock Saturday morning, and Indiana down, so about 3 blocks we'll shut down.
Central.
Central,
Yeah. And probably, I think on Friday, when they come in to do their registration, they're back and forth between the parks. We may end up having to close the street right here, going into the rear lot, right down there at Tennessee Beach.
Okay.
But it'll be, Saturday will be closed from 6 a.m. to midnight that night.
Okay, Jimmy,
Central.
you said you had a sign board, right?
Yes, I contacted TDOT for a message board. I spoke to Jim. We've got detour signs and barrels lined up, and I spoke with Gary about depot from where they're going to shoot fireworks.
How are they going to be detoured?
Huh?
How are they going to be detoured?
We'll have to run everything up Tennessee. We're going to try to split them at Aspen and Lobertini Bridge, so we don't have one intersection carrying all the traffic.
Okay. Jim, you got your sign, all your barrels, your arrows and stuff? Okay. You gonna have any guys working?
If I need to,
Okay.
I doubt it. Once we get all the barrels in place, you know, I don't see any point in paying.
So we need to try to close it
I'll
about
have
6
some people on
o'clock.
call if I need them.
Okay. Okay. Johnny, we're gonna need plenty of chairs on the stage and over at 10 in Freeman Park, so you got enough guys working. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay. Item number 1, administration. Person brackets for the fire baskets, approximately $1,700. The alumni bought the baskets, you see the flyers in them, and they were $30-some $100, and they're gonna give them to the city after this is over with. And we talked about, purchasing the brackets for it.
Can I make a motion that we purchase them?
You can.
Second.
Mr. Cockroach.
Mr.
Let me ask
Bollinger.
you a question, Mike. Terry, has anybody talked to you about where the money's at for this?
For the brackets?
Yeah.
No.
Have you got the money available?
Is it $1,700?
$700.
Roughly.
We just have to look and see. Everybody's budget's running sort of low.
It's probably gonna be in next year's budget,
Next year's budget, okay.
so we have them hanging now temporarily.
Yeah.
But if the brackets that are up work, we may not need to purchase them.
Yeah, if it's next year's budget, probably won't be a problem.
Well, these baskets weigh approximately 100 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
Well, I've got $700, you got $700 left, and all, we've got
You
some
can't-
money that's in our account that we'll ever use.
Can we use that, Terry, for it?
Yeah, it's, as long as it's city, yeah.
And we just
It's-
leave it
it's
there,
already-
Okay.
it turns over if we don't use it.
Okay.
Right.
We got plenty. Hansford's got some, we all got some members, I believe.
Yeah. We can just, however much you want to transfer, I'll just transfer it to an expenditure line item.
Okay.
However much you want to do.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
But the only reason I ask is,
Yeah.
there've been so many times that we've sat up here and appropriate money here and here and here, and then we never talked to you about it, and then you pretty well tell us that we need to talk to you when we're asking for money, so we to know if we've got it or not. So that's the only reason I ask. So, that's okay with you?
Yeah, if you want to do that,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just transfer it to
Yes.
an expenditure line.
That's fine.
Okay, so we'll do. We'll just take it out of our discretionary. You vote on it? You better vote on it, or somebody will change your
Mr.
mind.
Bellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Okay, motion carried. That's where the money's coming from. Item number 2, sponsoring ATV Festival in October, Fall Festival. Jimmy, you want to talk on anything and spearheading this?
Well, we talked about it in the workshop about sponsoring a fall festival and working with the people at Ride Royal Blue and that kind of stuff. So we were hoping to get that approved to do that to second or third week of October, not set a date yet. And hopefully to bring a festival to downtown, bring a little life to downtown in the city, and to, help some of the merchants out and to just help the city out in general.
Right.
And I spoke to him today. Beach Street Bridge is supposed to be open mid-September, so there will be alternate routes for people. So if Beach Street Bridge wasn't going to be open, it would make it really hard to do. But since the bridge is going to be open, I think it'll be much easier to do in mid-October.
Okay. How many people that lady up at Stain Creek says she probably get her, Jimmy?
Roughly 600. She said 500 to 600. So
Okay.
she said she could send roughly 500 to 600, and said that she had I assume it's through her business. She said she had contacts with people that she could send it out over the internet about what we were going to do. So
Have you been in contact with TWRA about using that property up here?
not TWRA yet. Been in contact with been in contact with.
Cumberland Trail? Bobby?
Yeah, well, I got his number today from the county mayor's office about who we need to speak to at the Cumberland Trail. Has spoken to THP, has spoken to several of the people downtown who would participate in it, who are all on board with it, but have not had an opportunity to get in contact with TWRA, but I'll do that either later this week or first of next week.
Okay. I think it's good. What's the pleasure, council?
I'm going to approve, Mayor.
I have a motion by Joe, have a second.
Second.
Have a second by Bob, call the roll.
Mr. Bellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 3, mileage per diem reimbursement for Nancy Green. You have a copy of your package. What's the pleasure of council?
Move to accept.
Have a motion, second, Joe. Call the roll.
Mr. Bellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 4, AUB, appointed board member. I think Frank Shaw comes off of it, and Barry Campbell was interested in it.
Make a motion, we appoint Bear Campbell.
I want to have a second.
I think you have that to a second for a motion.
Just point it.
No, you just nominate.
Nominate, okay. Barry's not even here, is he? No. Okay,
He was here at the meeting.
okay. Is there anyone else?
Jason, Mr. Wilby told you that
He pull out. Okay. Have a motion to nominate Barry Campbell to utility boards, pleasure council. Everybody agree with it?
he just vote on it. He did vote.
Okay.
Mr. Bollinger,
I have a conflict to work for the Fowler Utility, but I vote yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker,
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 5, forbidding Arts and Coalition to use the post office on the 11th, the 10th, the 1st, 15th, through the 9th, and 30th, 16th. I've talked to Joanne about this. I think Joanne is willing to pay utilities, right, Joe? Make this permission? Okay.
This is contingent upon the grant
Grant.
we would receive.
Okay.
I move to approve.
Have a motion.
Second.
Motion by Bob, second by Hansel, call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger,
Yes.
Mr. Fannin,
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Under Police Department, item number 1, approval of training for Brendan Moses and Sarah Goodman. No information given. Jimmy, what is it?
That was the sheet that I gave you in the workshop. It was for the evidence class. It's $332 apiece for the class, $159 each for per diem, and $164 for a motel.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Motion by Bob, have a second. Call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger,
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 2, promoting Steve Wall to lieutenant with $2,500 salary increase. New salary is $36,236.56. What's the council's pleasure?
Move to approve, Mayor.
Motion by Joe, have a second.
I second
Second, man, call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger,
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Mike, I've got a question on that, please.
Sure.
If I understand this right, and maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but is Steve Wallen, is he, would that put him in a conflict of interest with your nepotism policy? How do you feel about that, Mr. Ratner?
Somebody just provided the nepotism policy right here. Is this the most recent? Is it their
Yes.
revised one?
Yeah.
This is an old one, I believe.
Well, I don't think we've changed it. I tried to get it, the nepotism policy abolished 4 or 5 years ago, and they never would do it. And, so now they come back, and the way I understand the nepotism policy, if you do this, then it's conflict of interest, because that would put Josh Hill directly in under his uncle.
It would, but what the nepotism policy says, immediate family members of the mayor, city council, city administrator, or department head.
I wrote the nepotism policy. It does not affect Mr. Wallen.
Is what?
It does not affect Mr. Wallen. He's not a department.
Well, how do you feel about that?
I think there's been one other than this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't think this is an old one. I'm looking at an old policy is what.
There's one just a few years back.
Right. This one is the one I'm looking at here is a 1998 policy. It's been revised several times.
But the one that was,
Under the new one?
Mr. Trout,
Yes, sir.
the one that was changed too still doesn't affect Mr. Wallen. What the change was made to exclude city council members.
Correct.
I think that was the only big
Last
change.
revision.
Yeah.
It only
That I recall.
only comes into effect if Mr. Wallen was the chief.
Right. Finish calling, would you?
So we're in the middle of voting.
We're in the middle of answering.
Right.
We've waited for answer.
Think that's right?
Mr.
Yes.
Hatmaker. Ms. Thompson. Yes.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Steve. Don't be boxing me off the ground, okay? Now, number 3, promoting Homer Harrell to sergeant with a $1,500 salary increase. New salary is $29,845.62. What's the pleasure of council?
I make a motion, we approve.
Have a motion, have a second.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Tom. Number 4, drop-off container for prescription drugs are here in the foyer. We talked about it in the workshop. Jim, you've got the container, right?
Yes, we have it. We got it on the grant.
Okay.
It's one of the best things we've seen, and I make a motion to accept.
Have a motion, Bob, have a second.
Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fannin.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 5, reimbursement for Joshua Park for the K-9 competition. And he won, he come in number 1, right?
Yeah, he won it. That was $332.
Make a motion. Reimbursement for $332.
Motion by Bob, have a second.
Second.
Call roll.
Mr. Bollinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Number 6, health insurance for Vicki Woodward, retiring with 30 years employment. And we talked about this here a while back in the workshop, and Vicki is 50-some, about 53, 50 years of age. You know, we done this here a while back, probably about 4 or 5 employees went out. You know, we set a time, maybe you had to do it in so many years. But, you know, it's up to you.
Now, we've got several people we've done this for, haven't we?
We did here a few years back. We had Linda White and David
Yeah.
Pierce and I think Larry Henson went out.
We
Maybe
sort of-
Rochelle.
we sort of established that.
We did establish it, but there was a time frame. Like we
Yeah.
had so many years to do it.
Each one of these were based on the budget of that particular year. And the concept was that some people wanted to retire. When are you retiring, Vicki? Where's Vicki at? She here? When are you
July the
retiring?
6th, Mr. Brown.
I'm sorry?
July the 6th.
I think it'd be worked in, I think we need to work it into the budget here. I think we ought to table it to the next motion, the next meeting. She'll still be here and we work it into our budget. Because we always, what we did with Linda and Debbie and them, we hired people less expensive,
Right.
so we was gonna do that. And I think we can do this with Vicki too. But I think we need to go through the budget year before we do it, so I'll table it for 1 month, is that okay? But I'll forward, and we did it 2 different ways. Debbie took a 10-year and they paid 50%. I suggest she does that, or Linda took 5-year and it was 100%.
You remember, Terry, what it was?
That sounds right.
That's exactly right.
So you want to just,
But, you know, it's up to Vicki which way she wanted it. I can't tell you which way to do, but it gets you closer to Medicare age at 10 years, you pay 50%, but again, it's up to you. But during the budget year, I will be more than happy to push this forward.
is that good, Nick? Just, if you, let me say something about Vicki and Dean's here. I worked here 30-some years as an employee before I got involved in politics. Right back there sits a lady, is probably one of the best city employees I've ever had the pleasure to ever knowing and ever working with in my lifetime. She's as honest as the day is long, and she will be missed deeply here at the city. And Vinny, I just want you to know, you have always been a true friend, and I love you. Dean?
And that's along with being married to Dean.
Yeah, it's long as we're married, yeah.
But you tell Chief and Terry which way you want to go. I would think very hard on that, about the 50% from 10. You might want to call Debbie and Linda and see how it affected them, okay?
Dean, you might just let her stay if you want.
How do you feel about it, Terry? Do you see any problems with it?
We just have to add it, whichever way you want to do it, we just have to add it to the budget.
It doesn't make any difference, we just have to add it, right?
To the hospital insurance budget.
I'm gonna make a motion that we go ahead and pay the, Vicky's insurance for her, like we did everybody else.
We've done table
He's
it.
already tabled.
We've done table it.
Asking the table, but I mean, only,
Oh, he can just
so
ask
she
her.
can, hey, listen, I'm only giving her a second chance to think how she wants to take it. So, you know, we're gonna do it, but I want you to talk to Debbie and Linda. One had a little bit of problems, one didn't have.
Yeah, you find out, Vicky, you come back with us, okay?
Okay?
Okay.
We
How
have,
Bob gets through with it, it'll be confused that you wouldn't know where we're at.
Are you confused, Debbie? Are you confused? No, you don't.
we have,
When I'm talking to him, you will be.
we have asked, approached her about staying on as our planning commission secretary also as a part-time, because she does an excellent job, and she could probably do that, a day and a half off. but she said she'd have to talk to the boss man first.
Have you talked to the boss man, Vicki?
Yes.
Dean,
Let me add something here, Mr. Mayor, if I may.
you may.
I am not the boss man.
Then most of us already knew that.
We just go along with it.
When Vicky retires and we move Brenda and move a dispatch supervisor and we hire a first-year dispatcher, there will be some extra money left.
Okay.
So we'll have some extra money left from what the salaries were to hiring a first-year dispatcher back.
Okay. And Vic, I do, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you for being a good friend all these years. To the city, I've never heard, I've worked around a lot of city employees. I've never heard you badmouth another employee, and I admire you for that. Thank you. Okay, under Public Works, approval cost for blacktop of Memorial Drive, approximately $30,600. We talked about in the workshop. And the county's going blacktop their part all the way to the airport. And, Terry, you want?
We'd have to find the money for it and then determine if it's gonna be in this budget before June 30th or next year.
I'm pretty sure it's next year's budget. Yeah.
Yeah, there's, Jim has got some money in his budget, which he uses for all year, but he doesn't have that. So we'd have to come up with it somewhere else.
Okay. But Jim also recommended you go ahead and do it while the road's still in good shape. And like I told Terry before this meeting started, we're going to have to meet Greenwich Hospital and sit down and talk nitty-gritty, or we're going to have to do some major barring. We've got roads in bad shape, I mean bad shape. That salt has took a toll on our streets. You know, some of them's not even worth patching. You know. Okay, what's council pleasure on approval cost for blacktop on Memorial Drive?
It's gonna be wide, Jim, correct?
Yeah, a little bit.
I make a motion to approve blacktop.
I have a motion, Bob, have a second.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bollinger?
Yes.
Mr. Fanning?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Let me make a comment on this thing. Now, the mayor said we had a lot of bad roads. Memorial Drive is probably one of the less traveled roads that we have in the city. I know there's a lot goes on down there, but at the same time, it's not a city street. And I want the record to show that I voted against it.
It's not a city street.
Because we've got all these streets inside the city that need to be fixed, that much worse condition than Memorial Drive is.
Well, a portion of it is in the
His
city.
brother pays taxes, so it's has to be in the city.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your brother pays city taxes, doesn't Mr. Hatmaker?
Yeah. Do what?
Didn't your brother pay city taxes?
Every damn body pays taxes, Mike.
Sure, that's his street too.
Everybody.
And if you check.
That's a stupid question, but I can understand it coming from you.
Well, listen, your brother, you asked the county highway department, your brother's equipment, that's toward that county highway.
My vote is no.
Well,
You
your
sit
vote-
there, run your mouth if you want
Okay.
to. My vote's no.
Motion carries. You thank us for your blacktop.
Ms. Thompson?
Motion carries.
Can I add to that? We're doing this because we have a new helicopter, Lifestar, at the airport. And it takes it the helicopter, sometimes it takes it so long to warm up. So in a lot of cases, we can move an ambulance down there to move it to the helicopter, then we can't get the Lifestar to take off and come up and land back there.
Mr. Fanning, it takes 5 minutes once the helicopter cranks up to lift off, 5 minutes. Possible.
But 5 minutes could be.
Life or death.
We got 20 places like that in the city where they can land and pick up people. So,
But they're
that's just another figure of speech.
Why is he going to his home?
We've got 20 places. You know, they ain't the only place, if it's not a place, I pay for it. They ain't the only place. We've got one up here. They used to land right up here. Mike, don't, you know where it's at. You should, you've been here for 30 years.
I have built it, Mr. Hatmaker.
Well, you worked across the street from it for 30 years, you don't know where it's at?
I know exactly where it's at.
Well, why you ask me?
I didn't ask you,
Well,
but thank you anyway.
yeah.
Okay. Under ordinance and resolutions, number one, ordinance 2015-03, ordinance to accept sign regulations for the Alcoholic Beverage Commission. Stanley.
Yes, this is just to accept the regulations of the state on advertising signs with regard to alcoholic beverages.
Regarding alcohol, okay.
Make a motion to approve the ordinance 2015-03.
Have a motion by Bob, do I have a second?
Second, Mayor.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bollinger?
Yes.
Mr. Finn?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number two, resolutions 2015-06, resolution to the Beach Street Bridge project. Terry.
This resolution adds actually the total bridge and the revenue that we would get reimbursed for this budget because we've already started and made a payment on construction. All this that's on this resolution will not actually will hit our budget when we do the new budget. I'll take the balance off and transfer it to the new budget, but this just puts it in the budget for the time being because we may have another payment before June 30th.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2015-06.
Have a motion by Bob, have a second?
Second.
Call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger?
Yes.
Mr. Finn?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number three, ordinance 2015-07, first reading of the 2015-2016 budget. What's pleasure, council?
Move we approve that.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second, call the roll.
Mr. Bollinger?
Yes.
Mr. Finn?
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Upon that, we need to make some dates.
We're going
What we're going to meet.
Yeah, we're going to adjourn in session to the 6th, 29th, 15, and 6 o'clock.
But
I'm
we're,
sorry, when?
The 6th, 29th, 15.
but we're gonna have any meetings in the 20th.
Terry?
I think we was talking about if we could meet on the budget on the 11th on Thursday. Could we go forward with everybody?
The 11th?
Yeah.
Sure. What time?
Whatever time.
Will be a good time for you guys. I can meet anytime.
I cannot do.
Jones, anytime.
It's on Thursday. It'll be Thursday of next week.
Yeah, should be able to, yes.
Whatever time.
Say 5 o'clock? Here?
What we're gonna do it that late, let's do 6.
Okay.
I mean, if we're gonna do it that late, let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Everybody.
Okay, 6 o'clock.
Afternoon's fine with me.
All right.
Do it at 1 o'clock.
We're walking.
We do it at 1 o'clock, right, Ron?
Do it 9 o'clock, either way.
Suits me.
Which way is best for you, man?
I just send it
He
at 5 or
got here
6.
now, here.
Do what?
I just send it at 5 or 6, that way I won't be leaving work.
You carry 6, so I mean, that gets me through the day.
Yeah, fine.
You carry, answer?
Yeah.
6.
What time?
6.
6.
Is that all right with you, Ann?
Yes.
Okay, 6 o'clock Thursday. Okay. Being no further.
All right.
Hey?
We, at least one item that I know didn't get on the agenda was Gary's change on his firearm.
Oh, that's right.
Needs to be brought up.
Jerry, I'm sorry.
Last Thursday, I went before the planning commission and asked for a variance, and it was denied, so I was going to put a gable roof on it, and we got some estimate, some estimate on stuff. We, and the assistant chief worked on several days, and it's hard to come up with something, but what we come up with is on the estimate, it costs about $37,000. That's the labor's the one we can't get tied down.
Okay.
It'd be a metal roof, and we'll cut out the existing roof paper and put the roof on there. And we'll have to, we can't add to the door, we gotta buy a new door and stuff.
Okay.
About, be between $36,000 and $37,000.
Right. Stan, you're good, fits right, Stan?
Yes.
Never did me setbacks.
No, the other one, there was no way that would work.
This is, we're not extending the building, we're just putting a roof on it.
Okay. I apologize, Gary, I forgot to put it on the agenda. My fault. Do you have Gary's recommendation, Mr. Campbell?
I move we approve that.
I would second it if we could
Yeah.
put a red roof on it to make it a firehouse.
I don't care if you put a pink roof on it, sorry.
It needs to be a.
Red metal roof.
Gary, could you go from the red metal roof and,
Yeah.
answer, what color you want, answer? Hello? What color you want?
Red is for firehouse, so you need a red roof.
Well, if y'all decide on fine,
Okay. Have a motion? Have a second?
I second it.
Okay, go ahead, call Marshall.
Mr. Bellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Mayor, I have another thing too.
Gary, hold on.
When the TML meeting was coming up, I was off on vacation, and Mr. Hatmaker has asked me to go with him. I think he's the only one going,
Yeah, the attorney's one.
Thursday, but, I talked to Hansford there, and I told him, appropriate the money for the meeting. I think it's $350.
I was fixing to ask him.
Okay, go ahead and ask him, Hansford, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want, if there's any of you have any problems with Gary, wait.
Oh, no, I'll make a motion to approve and travel for it.
Have a motion.
You have at least 10 hours. You have to have 10 hours, you have to have at least 10 hours in meetings.
Remember, Gary, you're going to Nashville, not wander off.
Really, the only thing that he'll have to have was just the deal and restoration fee. He stated late about it.
You good, sir?
Yeah, I need proof of registration for them.
You do it for me in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. You made a motion, Joe?
Yes.
Have a second?
I second it.
Call it.
Mr. Bellinger.
Yes.
Mr. Fanning.
Yes.
Mr. Hatmaker.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Remember, Gary, don't wander off. Okay. This means adjourned.
Mayor, adjourning session.
I just said that.
Okay, I'll be adjourning session.
Yeah.
Call, here, board, call, roll, please.
Chairman Bellinger.